Ward also has 66 tackles. I feel like that's.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
He's got how many?
EA Sports. Up next,
I know, I've seen
we
that.
got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Rocking his 10.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Well, we hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say, you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
They're not ready for this. They still done.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's it, baby.
Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Rush in, rush in. Right up.
To the right side, this is Edwards. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll run on first down. Hines. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense, then they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's got the ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson.
Shit.
Escaping.
Run!
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the
7-0.
And a big turnover.
Tried to run
there
for
as
Myles
these guys
Garrett, and
will
he
get
fumbled.
the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after after catch.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we have come upon half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jacksonville won.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on
They beat
offense
the
first here
Ravens.
in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Hines. And some room to roam now. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jackson now.
Oh, good
That's
catch.
complete to the running
Yes.
back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play.
It's
I think he was looking to get a
three
couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football
X
pretty quickly.
factors per side.
From the 22.
I think so.
Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, it's Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hines, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They begin the drive with Hines. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give for Edwards running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence.
Fuck, I missed that whole kick. And it got blocked. God damn it.
Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot, and I think he's
And it got returned for a touchdown. Fuck.
The 20. And he'll score.
I'd missed that kick anyways.
In for the score. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only if they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return? Where they didn't create a penalty.
14-14.
Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone
4th
will
quarter.
walk below the waist.
Almost 3 minutes left.
In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Oh, go Grant.
And a good effort on the return there.
Thought Grant was going to take that to the crib.
To the 33-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Ah!
Throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just...
Oh, you missed your block, 64.
Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Fuck.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Now we got a punt, man.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
They got to go 93 yards with 2 touchdowns. A minute 24 left.
Nice punt is going to pin them back.
They do.
It's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth.
No,
like
I'm
that?
losing.
That definitely was excellent.
Oh, it's tied. My fault.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield.
Let's go. Fumble in the end zone.
And this is picked up
Touchdown.
by the Dolphins. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered
Let's
in
go.
the end zone for a touchdown.
We sacked Baylor Mayfield in the end zone,
So many
and he
times
fumbled.
tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
Same D lineman picked it up for a touchdown too.
Walk around bench areas saying, guys,
Got the sack,
somebody
the
make a
fumble,
play. It's
the
a cliche,
return,
but it
and the
applies here.
touchdown. Nasty. Quadruple.
Sanders now
Single.
to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Oh, the Browns drafted the receiver I wanted.
Down 21-14.
Drafted Gotti Golden. He's fast. He's fast. And he's a superstar. I know he's a superstar. He said, nah.
Mayfield to throw. He's got Njoku, his big
No!
tight end.
Njoku almost took that to the crib.
Able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Landry, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run once more with Edwards. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And all the way inside the 15 before they
Let's go.
drop it.
Both running backs over 100 yards.
So a
Nice.
victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.
Nice.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Jackson.